Right guys, how's it going? It's Monster1 here. Right, so we're doing a cayo scoping. So I'm going to show you how I do it. So I've showed you a few videos on how to do the actual heist. I'm going to show you a video on how to prep the heist. So we'll go around just now taking pictures of the secondary targets and send them to Pavel. So you obviously wander around. I'll show you how I do it. And we're going to go around and take pictures of various different things, secondary targets as well as grappling hooks and uniforms we're going to be looking at today. This is a kind of quick video. It's not as detailed as a video I could do it. I could do a more detailed one covering the whole island. I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to cover around the airport and show you the different locations around here where you can find these secondary targets, and obviously we'll go down the island and scope the main target and stuff. So here with that blue boxes, sometimes there's a uniform, but there's not one here just now. But I'm just showing you, basically showing you all the points that you need to look at when you're doing a heist, when you're prepping for it. And it'll make your heist so much easier once you find these things. Right, so there's no uniform here either, but there's usually another location here. We did that in one of the previous heists. That location was used. If you check the heists we've done previously, the last two videos, one of them, the location for the uniforms were there. So we got some weed as a secondary target. So at this point you're just kind of going around and you're slowly getting in your head how you're going to build this heist and how you're going to go about doing the heist. So now we'll grab a vehicle and head down towards the old dock round the back of the airport, and I think there's a couple of locations down there as well we can check. So we're just heading through the trees. Now there's a couple of grappling hook locations down here, I'll show you in a second. There's quite a few grappling hook locations all around the island actually, and there's quite a few in this actually area. So there's one just here. So usually we see this bit of rope that's kind of tangled up there. That usually signifies there's a grappling hook nearby or around potentially. But there's not one there today. And then we'll go to the next one. So this is all just to prep your heist. And these spawn randomly. So sometimes they spawn on one location, other times they spawn on another location. So here's our location here. You can see the bag hiding in the corner. So that's what we're looking for. And once you take a picture of that, Pavel will then react to it. And you can see on the left hand side it says scope the point of interest, grappling equipment. So now we have that as an option for the heist. So now we'll head round to the old dock. So I'm just showing you where all this is on the map. So that's the old dock there. There is usually where grappling hook can be. Down here is usually where grappling hook can be. And here this search tower is another potential place where a grappling hook can be. And down at the old dock point is where a uniform can be, which is where we're heading now. So I'm just showing you all these different places where you can potentially find it. It spawns differently each time, so sometimes you'll go and look and you won't find it in any of these locations. But you can usually find them somewhere on the island. Oh, well, obviously you can find them somewhere on the island. There we go, there's a uniform location. So we'll take a picture of that and we'll use that for the heist. So yeah, there's always going to be these locations somewhere on the island, but it's just a question of where. But if it's convenient for how you're going to do the heist, if it's convenient for your secondary targets and stuff, then start building your heist around these things like the grappling hook and the uniforms to make the heist so much easier for yourself. So I'm going to try and do this video, and then I'm going to do another video very shortly, probably tomorrow, and the video is going to be of me actually doing the heist. So this is me prepping it and showing you how the steps I do in terms of prepping the actual heist, and then I'm going to show you how I actually do the heist itself, and you can see how everything joins together basically. So here's another potential grappling hook location. Some just sitting right in this box here, but there's nothing there today. So yeah, basically the whole point of this is just to make it easier for you guys, just to give you an idea of how I set up my heist. You know, I don't just jump in the heist and all of a sudden I find these things. You've got to do your scoping. This is you building the base of your heist, you know, the planning of your heist. If you have good planning and you're all organised, then the heist is going to go smoothly. So this is what you're trying to do just now. There's another location where someone's a grappling hook on the back of this boat. And now there it is there on the map, just to give you an idea what it is. And we'll head to that control tower, and that's the last point, grappling hook wise, we'll be looking at. So you just need to be wary of the guards. The guards always have a routine, you know, a certain way they walk or a certain patrol they do, so you just work around that. So here in that box is usually where a grappling hook can be, but it's not there today. But we've already got one, but I'm just showing you the other potential locations you can find one. Okay, so that's the whole, pretty much the top of the map, covered in terms of points of interest and in terms of secondary targets. So now we're going to start heading down the island, and we have to scope out the main target. So we have to get to the control tower. So this is the way I go to the control tower. So you go via the motorbike. That's probably the fastest way down the island, to be honest. So you just cut through here. So it's always good to have this wee routine. So then you check along the back of the airport and stuff to see if there's any points of interest, like your grappling hooks and your uniforms, and then you start working your way down here. And then this bit is like a checkpoint. It's blocked off, so you can't just drive straight down. There's always guards here. So what I do is the guy in the tower, I wait for him to look over towards me, and his light shines around here because this bush is to the left hand side of me. I always use that as a point of reference. It kind of tells me how far I can go before his light will shine on me and get me detected. So I'm just waiting for him to turn, and once he turns, I'll show you how to get the bike over the hill quite easily. Again, a lot of you probably already know a lot of these things, but I'm just showing you how I do it, so you have a full understanding of my mindset when I'm doing the heist and stuff. So there you go, just over the wall, just like that, easy. Takes a wee bit of practice, and it's no problem once you get used to it. So now we're heading towards the main target. You just have to be wary of where the guards are. Sometimes a guard on that road. So just be wary of him. There's a guard up here as well, patrolling around. I'm showing you just how I came along. I came along all these hills and stuff. So now you can see the yellow dot on the wee screen on the left, the bottom left. That's where we're heading towards. We have to go up to the control tower to get a picture. And I was trying to be smart and jump over these fences, but it's not happening. I'm stuck. Right, I'll go the easy way. As you can see a guard on the main road as well. He's gone from right to left, so we'll just drive up behind him and head up towards the tower. Now there is other secondary target locations quite nearby here. There's one in a shack we just went past, and there's some to the right. Again, I'll show you that shortly on the big map. So this is another place where uniforms can be on that red trolley, but there's no uniforms here today. And then we're going to go up and we're going to hack and hack the signal box, and then we'll start checking the secondary targets inside the compound and the main target inside the compound. We're not too bothered about the secondary targets inside the compound. Some of it's handy to know. Like if you're going to do this heist with a friend, it's handy to know what's in the compound. So if you can find just like 3 or 4 gold bars sections, for example, then it's probably going to be worthwhile to try and do it with somebody. Right, so we're hacking now. Right. So that's a hack. Let's see what secondary locations we have. Secondary targets, sorry, and what main target we have. So you just keep sliding across till you get to the main vault. That's on the ground. Here we are, and it's tequila, surprise, surprise. It's, yeah, probably very high chance it's all tequila these days. I had better ones last time actually, but it's usually tequila. Very rarely do you get the pig diamond, probably because it's worth a lot more than anything else. So we're just seeing what other secondary targets there is. There's cash, and that's down the bottom next to where the main target is. And the artwork there as well. There's artwork up here, but there's nothing there just now. So when there's hard work in the office, you can hit this directly. So you can literally just drive in the tunnel, swim underneath, come in the drain tunnel, and hit the 2 artwork up in the office, grab the main target and go. It would be as simple as that for the heist. It very rarely spawns these 2 pictures, but sometimes they do, and if they do, it's probably worth doing it that way, because you get the heist done and dusted really quickly, and then you can start prepping another one. Right, so yeah, it's mainly cash to be honest. I think I've seen 1 gold, so yeah, it'd be more beneficial to do this heist by yourself. To be honest with you, it's easy to get used to doing it by yourself because you don't have to rely on anybody else, you know. And once you get in the mindset of where all secondary locations are and the points of interest as I'm showing you, then this heist will be so easy, guys, and make you so much money. I mean, I've got over 800 million in the bank. I've made, I don't know, 1.4, 1.5 billion in the game, so a lot of it's through heists, through the casino heist, and through doing this heist. So that's me just looking around, and you can see the secondary targets on the map. So there's a coke, and there's cash next to that. We're going to leave the cash, so we're going to get the coke, and then we're going to get the weed, the 2 weeds. So coke will fill your bag up halfway. The 2 weeds is probably a third each. So between the 2 weeds, we'll fill up the rest of the bag, and then we'll head down, and we'll get grappling hook down here. and then from there we will work our way towards the uniforms, which is just down the coast. And then at the end of the pier there you go, you can see the uniforms. And then we're going to drive up here. Make sure our gun's away at the time. We just drive down. Simple as that, all the way to the compound. And then we will hit the secondary target and take out a couple of guards. It's going to be as easy as this, guys. So I will make this video after this one. I'm hoping it's going to be up tomorrow. Yes, it will be up tomorrow. So yeah, guys, that's as simple as that. It's not difficult, it just takes a wee bit of practice. So if you've enjoyed the content, guys, please like and subscribe to the channel. I keep putting stuff up on different ways of doing the heist, and just stuff that's going to help you in the game, guys. So please like and subscribe to the channel. And just last bit here, there's sometimes a grappling hook up at the top of this tower as well, just in that location. But now that we've found everything, the heist prep can finish. So we can just kill ourselves just now or whatever. Just jump off the edge. And that way we'll just spawn straight back at the airport, and that way we can fly back to Los Santos. So there we go. Very dramatic. Right. So thanks again for checking out the channel, guys. Please subscribe to the channel, and I'll be making more videos very shortly. Thanks again. Thank you. Bye.